Right now, returning to the classroom. While virus numbers are trending in the right direction, the two schools that are ready to bring some students back.
Plus, a stimulus bill is headed to the president's desk this morning. Which of your Wisconsin representatives in Congress voted against that pandemic aid?
Arctic air is heading towards southern Wisconsin. Coming up, I'll tell you just how cold it's going to get.
This is News 3 Now this morning.
Good morning, everyone, and thanks for joining us. It's Tuesday, December 22nd. I'm Chris Stanford.
3 days till Christmas now. I'm Leah Lynch, and thanks for waking up with us. Two area school districts are making plans to bring kids back to in-person learning next semester.
Last night, the Middleton Cross Plains Area School Board gave the go-ahead to in-person instruction for pre-K through fourth graders starting in February. It's part of a blended model plan. The board temporarily approved a return for middle and high schoolers after that, but will return for another vote on February 8th. The Verona Area School District also planning for a hybrid model option for elementary students at the end of January. Middle and high schoolers would go back early February. That means following public health guidelines.
The biggest one is the 6 feet distancing to the greatest extent possible when indoors and on buses. And so that in and of itself slots us into a hybrid model because we could not do that to the greatest extent possible with all kids back.
So the Verona Area School District is asking parents right now to let them know which option they'll choose for their children so they can start planning things like bus routes.
The president of the UW Board of Regents is promising students will be able to return to campus for the spring semester. The regents expect they'll be able to come back at the end of January, hoping more testing will help them avoid having to shift to all online classes again. Students living in the dorms will be tested at least once a week. Students living off campus will be tested every 2 weeks.
New overnight, Congress is sending nearly $1 trillion in COVID relief to President Trump's desk. The $900 billion package includes $600 payments to anyone making less than $75,000 a year. That'll be based on the tax returns you filed this year. Parents will also get an additional $600 for every kid age 17 and under. Wisconsin Senator Ron Johnson voted against it, as did all 5 Wisconsin Republicans in the House of Representatives. So when can you expect that money to hit your account? Well, the IRS took months to send out the last round of payments, as you remember. But things should go more quickly this time around. According to Politico, Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin says payments will start going out sometime next week. The bill requires all payments to be made by January 15th. The hope is that the IRS ironed out the problems it had earlier this year. But tax season starting next month could cause some delays.
Back here in Wisconsin, Governor Evers is urging state lawmakers to pass a pair of bill proposals of his own. Some of those proposals are bipartisan, like help for small businesses, increased contact tracing, and extended hours for the unemployment call center. Robin Voss and Assembly Republicans had offered their own COVID relief plan at the start of the month, but the new leader of the state Senate says they won't meet until after the new year. The legislature hasn't passed any COVID relief at the state level since April. Meanwhile, COVID numbers across the state are still high this morning, but they are continuing to drop. 1,600 new cases were announced yesterday, and the rate of new positive tests is now at 26.5%. The 7-day average of single-day cases is down to 2,800.
Breaking overnight, officials at one of the companies producing coronavirus vaccine say that they are confident that the shot will still work on a new strain of the virus. That new strain of COVID was recently found in the UK. It led to questions as to whether the vaccine developed by Pfizer and BioNTech would still be effective. Overnight, officials at BioNTech say more studies need to be done, but they are rather confident that the vaccine will still work because the new strain of the virus has 99% of the same proteins. They hope to have more certainty, though, in the coming weeks. All 3 major health systems in Madison now have doses of the coronavirus vaccine, but health providers in Rock County say they are still waiting. Mercy Health and SSM Health in Janesville tell our partners at the Janesville Gazette that they're still waiting on word for when those vaccines will arrive. The same is true for Beloit Memorial. Representatives say they haven't heard anything from the state on when those vaccines could get here. Right now, Rock County is seeing positivity and hospitalization rates higher than the state average.
Some of those providers could get the Moderna vaccine, which was approved for emergency use this past Friday. Governor Evers says the state will get an initial shipment of about 16,000 vaccines from Moderna. The state doesn't have control over how much of the vaccine it gets, but Evers says they are making sure distribution is fair. Those Moderna vaccines could arrive in hospitals and clinics as soon as this week. And the country's most recognizable doctor is set to get vaccinated later today. Dr. Anthony Fauci will receive his shot this morning. He'll be joined by Health and Human Services Secretary Alex Azar, along with the NIH director and other frontline healthcare workers. Fauci says he is eager and ready for his turn. All right, turning to Hattie McLean now with our first warm weather and a cold snap coming in just a couple of days, Hattie.
It certainly is, but at least we have a couple of mild days left in the forecast before that Arctic air arrives. Today is one of them. Today's going to be dry across the area. We'll even see a little bit of sunshine, but relatively mild conditions once again with highs in the upper 30s. Some rain in the forecast, possibly some snow, although it looks like more rain than snow right now for southern Wisconsin, and then very cold as we head into the Christmas holiday. Take a look at these temperatures. Friday morning, right around 0 here in Madison. Temps will be below 0 in the Northwoods. And then when you factor in the wind chill, this is what it will feel like Christmas morning. Wind chills in the double digits below 0. So by far, the coldest air of the season arriving just in time for the holiday. Temperatures are going to moderate then as we head into the upcoming weekend. Our current conditions, not quite that cold. We don't have a wind chill right now with winds at 3 miles an hour from the west-southwest. It is 27 degrees outside in Madison. Take a look at wind chills, though, across the area. It feels like it's in the teens in a few spots. Monroe, Boscobel, Platteville, and Lone Rock all have wind chills in the teens this morning. Our future track forecast model shows you variably cloudy skies. The clouds that we had overnight have been clearing from west to east. That clearing is not likely to last all day, though. Clouds are expected to return as we head into the afternoon. High temperatures, though, will be in the upper 30s, pretty close to 40 degrees in a few spots. It'll stay quiet through the evening hours with strong southerly winds. I am expecting a relatively mild night. We'll stay in the 30s. You may need that umbrella, though, on Wednesday. Rain develops in the morning and continues into the afternoon before winding down. Again, it may mix with a little bit of snow, but right now snow accumulation is expected to be pretty minimal with this system. It is going to turn quite a bit colder with high temperatures only in the teens on Thursday and Friday. At least this cold snap is just 2 days. We're back into the low 30s for the weekend.
Okay, we'll take that, a little Christmas present, a dip, and then back to regular temperatures. Thank you, Hattie. 6:07 now. A West Side restaurant and pub known for its fish fries is closed for good. O'Grady's Pub and Grill had their last day of business on Saturday. The pub had been around for 20 years. It was one of the last locally owned spots on the West Side. In a Facebook post, its owner said they felt the effects of the pandemic and ultimately just had to shut down for good. We are continuing to highlight the struggles small business owners are facing in Madison and across the state this holiday season.
Struggles are certainly nothing new for business owners on Monroe Street. Christina Laurie explains what's made this time different.
The small businesses here on Monroe Street know what it's like to overcome a challenge, but what's made this time different is they never saw it coming.
I'm an optimist.
It takes 3 things to run a successful Monroe Street business: a good attitude, gratitude.
We would not be here without the community and our customers that have supported us.
And the ability to adapt.
You have to go into survival mode immediately and reevaluate everything as you knew it.
Just as Monroe Street small businesses were starting to rebound after multi-year road closing construction, the coronavirus unexpectedly upended things once again.
It's a day to day, it's a week to week.
For Anne-Marie Batry, that's meant shutting down Bloom Bake Shop entirely at first so she could reevaluate and safely reopen piece by piece.
We're masked, we wear gloves, we sanitize very frequently.
It also meant tackling a new challenge: technology.
I'm a baker. I'm a creative, and we've quickly, as restaurants and bakers and small businesses, had to get very tech savvy. I have had a steep learning curve. I've actually had a little more fun than I expected.
Like many shops in Madison, Bloom still doesn't let customers inside for safety reasons. So you can either order online, on your phone, or here at the walk-up window.
Every single week, We see the same names and the same people.
It's taken nearly 9 months, but Bloom is now back open 5 days a week.
I am so grateful for their support, and that gives me hope.
Hope that with a good attitude,
Yes, I am optimistic about 2021.
gratitude, and more adaptation,
We've worked really hard to pivot ourselves for the pandemic as well as our future.
Anne Marie's Bake Shop will continue to bloom.
Head to our website, channel3000.com, for more information on how you can help support small businesses in your community this holiday season. And if you have some time, pencil in a visit to make it out here in person to Bloom Bake Shop. If you come out, I recommend the sweet potato donut.
Christina Laurie reporting there. The sweet potato donut sounds really good. So, Leah, this is what it's going to take. It's going to need these businesses, in order to survive, are going to need the support from their community. And so glad to hear that Bloom is doing how they're doing right now.
Hey, we've been talking about this for the past week, right, Chris? Just highlighting which restaurants need help in our neck of the woods. I mean, stepping up and doing our part to protect those restaurants. That's what they need right now. That's how we can help protect the landscape of Madison, because without our support, it will look different.
They can't do it alone.
No, they cannot. All right, well, we are continuing to highlight local restaurants and how you can help them in our Holiday Helping series this holiday season. This morning, it's Grandpa's Pizza over on Willie Street. They're open for takeout and delivery, and it sounds like a great Tuesday evening meal, if you ask me, some pizza. Give them a call at the number on your screen. You can also find it over on our website, channel3000.com.
6:11 right now. Coming up, Badger football has one more big game left. How the team's feeling about a quick turnaround before their bowl game.
And later, another reminder to stay off the ice this week. A dramatic rescue story from Wisconsin that involves a canoe.
This all looks very Hollywood, but guess what? This is a Nissan sales event ad. Sales event ads are usually boring. Is this boring? There's a nice little present.
Happy holidays and happy savings at the Brothers Maine during our Happy Holiday Savings Sale. Give your home a little love and give yourself more big savings on brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana. We're making the holidays a little easier with up to 18 months of 0% financing and the convenience of expert delivery free. You get more for the holidays at the Moore store. Happy home shopping, happy holidays, and happy holiday savings from all of us at the Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
Hey, it's me, your dry skin. I'm craving something we're missing. The ceramides in CeraVe. They help restore my natural barrier so I can lock in moisture. We've got to have each other's backs.
CeraVe, now the #1 dermatologist recommended skincare brand.
Do you have dry, cracked hands from constant washing, cold weather, and hard work? Try O'Keefe's Working Hands. It's America's #1 selling hand cream for guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked hands. Also available in O'Keefe's Lip Repair. Guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked lips.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Come into Rubens Furniture for our year-end clearance sale. Rubens actually has furniture in stock for immediate delivery. Rubens can help make your home brighter and warmer this winter. For almost 90 years, you've let us furnish your homes, and it has been our pleasure to do so. Thank you for supporting us over the last 90 years and especially this last year. Come visit us at our downtown or west side store today. All of us at Rubens wish you a happy and healthy new year.
Updating your home? Looking for that fresh new piece? See what's in store at Habitat Restore Dane County. Discover one-of-a-kind finds and discounts on appliances, furniture, and building supplies. Whatever your project, do yourself a favor and visit Habitat Restore.
It was the holiday season, and as is often the case, magic was found in an unlikely place. Molly tried her best to make introductions. Dad couldn't see past his grown-up assumptions. But thanks to fresh ham and warm apple pie, Dad was finally able to see with fresh eyes. With the freshest assortment to make everyone's faves, the happiest holidays start with Pick and Save.
I know this all looks very Hollywood, but guess what? This is a Nissan sales event ad. Sales event ads are usually boring. Is this boring? There's a nice little present.
Welcome back, everybody. Around the state this morning, the city of Milwaukee says it's no closer to settling its dispute with its former police chief. Alfonso Morales was demoted by the city's Fire and Police Commission after criticism over the way he handled protests over the summer. Morales took the city to court, and a judge recently reversed the decision, saying he was improperly demoted. That happened just as the city announced a new interim chief. The city attorney says they're trying to work out a settlement with Morales, but they aren't anywhere close to that. Madison, meanwhile, will have a new chief soon. Dr. Sean Barnes is accepting the city's offer to become its next police chief. Madison's Police and Fire Commission offered the job to Dr. Barnes after a split 3-2 vote. He says he's in the process of finishing the paperwork, but expects to start the job in the new year.
Madison police are looking for your help this morning, finding someone they say was trying to get into cars in a private parking garage. Take a look at your screen right now. Police are sharing this surveillance photo from September. They say the person tried to get into multiple cars in the garage. If you know who this person is or have any information that can help police, give them a call or call Madison Area Crime Stoppers. Madison police are also investigating 3 burglaries they think could be related. They all happened either late Friday night or early Saturday on Independence Lane, right across from the Easttown Mall. 3 businesses were targeted: the Playing Field, Salt Tax Services, and Mozitas. All 3 had their back doors forced open. Police didn't release any information about possible suspects.
A Wisconsin man is expected to be okay after a pretty scary lesson on the dangers of being out on the ice right now. A 57-year-old fell through the ice near Hooker Lake in Kenosha County, and he was trapped in the water for about 20 minutes before officers could get to him. The officer used a neighbor's canoe to get to the man, who was getting weaker by the minute. The deputy was able to get him onto the canoe, but the man panicked and caused the canoe to capsize, sending both of them back into the water. The deputy was able to crawl back onto the ice and pull the man out again until he could get more help.
And so I kind of knew the gravity of the situation, because I've only been in the ice for 30 seconds at most, but that alone felt like 5 minutes. So every second counted, and I knew how painful he was going to be in, and waiting any longer.
Now, the deputy is okay. The man he pulled from the water is also expected to recover. Such a scary story there. But Hattie, it's a reminder, the ice is really too thin to be walking out there right now.
It certainly is. We've had mild temperatures, so the ice definitely is not thick enough for any activity. Take a look at the ice thicknesses that you need for certain activities on the lakes. Now, keep this in mind. If there is less than 2 inches of ice, you need to stay off. That ice is not safe. You could fall through at any moment. In order to ice fish, you need about 4 inches of ice. And then if you're going to drive an ATV on the lake, you need to wait until that ice is about 1/2 foot thick. Furthermore, if you're going to drive any cars on the ice, it needs to be much thicker, about 1 foot for cars and small trucks. Medium trucks need 12 to 15 inches of ice thickness. So these are the recommended depths of that ice, or the thickness of the ice, to stay safe. Right now, on most lakes, we fall into the 2 inches or less category of ice, so stay off. Temperatures are going to cool down for the end of the week, so that ice is going to thicken up, but not right now. Take a look at our almanac for the day today. We have a forecast high of 38. That's again above normal. Our normal high is 28 this time of the year. Able to see just a little light, but not much. Sun comes up just before 7:30 this morning. Our temperatures are in the 20s in many locations. Where there are some clouds to the east, temps are still in the 30s, and that's Juneau, Watertown, and Janesville. The rest of the locations down in the 20s this morning. Wind chills today are going to hover right around 30 degrees. Now, it's not terrible. Temperatures should be about 10 degrees warmer than this, though, so that wind is going to create a bit of a chill in the air this afternoon. Here's a look at your bus stop weather forecast. first. 38 is the high. You don't need quite as many layers today. Look for very but cloudy skies as well. Coming up in the next half hour, we'll talk about our snow chance here in southern Wisconsin. It is dwindling. Still have a few snowflakes in the forecast, and I'll tell you when in just a few minutes.
All right, Hattie, thank you very much. 6:19 now, and turning to sports, the Badgers football team has a quick turnaround before their bowl game next week, but they say they're still happy for the opportunity. The Badgers will face off against Wake Forest next Wednesday in the Duke's Mayo Bowl in Charlotte. With only about a week to prepare, Coach Paul Chris says it feels more like a regular road game than a bowl game. But after the challenging year the team had, dealing with COVID and canceled games, they are going to enjoy putting on their jerseys one last time.
It is much more like another game as opposed to what bowl games have been traditionally. But we're still appreciative of the fact that we get to play another game and try to make the most of it and finish the season out right.
A reminder, kickoff is at 11 a.m. next Wednesday. You can watch the game on ESPN.
So a lot of us are ready to say goodbye to 2020. Coming up, it's another sign the year is almost over.
And coming up in our next half hour, one last push from the Salvation Army to raise donations before Christmas. The increase in numbers at local shelters just might surprise you in that story. Stay with us.
Download the Channel 3000 First Warn Weather app today.
Dear Grandma, this year's gonna be a special holiday. It will be different being so far away, but Mom says it will be better to be safe. So I'm sending your present in the mail. Stay safe, Grandma. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
The holidays are a time for giving.
To your friends, your family,
to your teachers.
In that spirit of giving,
Chevy's proud to give our employee discount to everyone.
The Chevy price you pay
is what we pay. Not a cent more.
Because giving and giving back is what the holidays are all about.
Use the Chevy employee discount for everyone to get a total value of over $8,400 on this Silverado.
Get the Chevy employee discount for everyone today.
This Christmas, Fleet Farm has every gift for every list. Gifts are big at Fleet Farm. You'll find the biggest selection and the biggest savings. Know someone who's big into workwear? Get a free $20 gift card when you spend $100 or more on Carhartt for the family. Or for someone who's big into ice fishing, a portable buddy heater is only $69.99. Fleet Farm has last-minute gifts for everyone on your list. Christmas shopping just got easier. Fleet Farm. Gifts are big here.
Hey, it's me, your dry skin. I'm craving something we're missing. The ceramides in CeraVe. They help restore my natural barrier so I can lock in moisture. We've got to have each other's backs.
CeraVe, now the #1 dermatologist recommended skincare brand.
I got your back, you got mine. Think about you all the time. Together we can come through. That's what love's made of. A little taste of home is worth sharing.
Our new house is amazing. Great street, huge yard.
There is a bit of an issue with our neighbor's fencing. At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
Which helps us save even more.
Hey, Sarah. Hey, Peter.
Push it.
What? Tongue down.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
Medical bills, missed time at work, life-changing injuries, household expenses. When you're the victim of an accident, it can feel like the weight of the entire world is on your shoulders. But we've dedicated our personal injury law firm to help take this crippling burden off your back. Havish, & Rotier. We fight for what's right.
Dear Grandma, this year's gonna be a special holiday. It will be different being so far away, but Mom says it will be better to be safe. So I'm sending your present in the mail. Stay safe, Grandma. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
Welcome back. We always ask you to share your morning with us. Take a peek at this stunner. Beautiful photo by Isaac. Thanks for sharing that, getting us in the Christmas mood. What does your morning look like? Take a picture, post it on social media, use that hashtag so we can find it every morning.
So a lot of us are counting down the days until the year is over, maybe a little more than usual. And now the countdown is officially on, you could say. Check it out. The 2021 numbers for this year's New Year's Eve celebration in New York have arrived. Times Square here. The numbers are 7 feet tall and will light up at midnight, December 31st. Of course, the celebration will look different this year. No big crowds that we're used to seeing. Those folks will not be allowed to pack Times Square this year. In fact, it'll be closed to the public. There will still be live musical performances, though, from Times Square that we will broadcast right here on News 3. Now, I always wonder, with all those crowds, where do they go to the bathroom? That's something we will not have to worry about this year, I guess.
We are asking the hard-hitting questions here on News 3 Now this morning. You ponder that for the rest of the day.
It's one thing I've never wanted to do. I've never wanted to go down to Times Square for New Year's Eve, because that would give me a lot of anxiety about where everyone would go to the bathroom. I don't know why. It's just weird.
Either. And you have 4 kids to try and keep track of. I can't keep track of Zach. 4 kids plus your wife? Yeah, I would pass on that as well.
Yeah, the kids definitely would not go. Hattie McLean. So we have a pretty intense cold snap right on the doorstep, don't we?
We certainly do, and temperatures are going to be well below normal, but not a bad start this morning. Take a live look outside from our Queen Bee Radio Sky Camera in Platteville. That's Venus on the eastern horizon there. You can see just a little bit of light on the Sky Camera shot. It is 22 in Platteville, a little chilly there, 27 here in Madison, 30 in Watertown.
Leroy.
Here's our pet walk picture. This is Leroy in Wanakee. All ready for the holidays. Love that Santa hat. 38 degrees this afternoon, so not a bad day to get outside for a walk.
All right. Thanks, Hattie. Stick around, folks. More News 3 Now this morning. We'll be back right after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Plan a perfect staycation at the Madison Concourse Hotel and Governors Club. Bring the family to enjoy our indoor pool or reconnect with the couples getaway in our Governors Club, serving complimentary cocktails, hors d'oeuvres, and breakfast. Gift certificates are available. Visit concoursehotel.com.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, inventor of MyPillow. Just like you, I had problems sleeping. I tried every pillow out there and nothing worked. 15 years ago, I invented MyPillow. It took me 2 years to develop because I wanted to have everything you would ever want in a pillow. I made sure that you could adjust my patented fill so you could have the exact support you need as an individual, regardless of your sleep position. I also wanted a pillow that would last, so I made MyPillow machine washable and dryable. I back MyPillow with a 10-year warranty and a 60-day money-back guarantee. Not only that, I do all my own manufacturing in my home state of Minnesota.
I really like the fact that it was made in the USA. I think that USA products are a better quality product. I've tried a lot of other pillows, and nothing's worked like MyPillow.
I'm interrupting this commercial right now to give you deep discounts, not just on my pillows, but also my mattress toppers, sheets, and so much more. For example, you get body pillows, regular $89.99, now only $29.99, or MyPillow dog beds for as low as $19.99 with your promo code. Order now to take advantage of my Christmas special, and I'll extend my money-back guarantee through March 1st, 2021.
I used to think that sheets were just sheets. I got the Giza Dream sheets. They are the most comfortable sheets I've ever had.
The Go Anywhere pillow is so easy to just roll up and take anywhere I want to go.
The MyPillow topper, for the first time, has enabled me to have a cool night's sleep.
That's 3 inches of wonderful that's in the MyPillow mattress topper.
MyPillow helps me get a good night's sleep so I can do my job in the morning.
Go to MyPillow.com to get deep discounts, not just on my pillows, but so much more. For example, you get body pillows, regular $89.99, now only $29.99, or MyPillow dog beds for as low as $19.99 with your promo code. Order now to take advantage of my Christmas special, and I'll extend my money-back guarantee through March 1st, 2021, and get your MyPillow gift cards for the best Christmas gifts ever.
There's always a way to make joy, America, so it's time to get to it.
And with the Ford Built for the Holidays sales event, we're here to help. We're giving you the best deals of the season on the adventure-ready Ford Ranger and the Built Ford Tough Ford F-150 to help you make some extra joy this year. Because this season will be as bright as ever. Ford, built for the holidays. Now get the Built Ford Tough STX for just $299 a month during the final days of the Built for the Holidays sales event.
Plan a perfect staycation at the Madison Concourse Hotel and Governors Club. Bring the family to enjoy our indoor pool or reconnect with the couples getaway in our Governors Club, serving complimentary cocktails, hors d'oeuvres, and breakfast. Gift certificates are available. Visit concoursehotel.com.
Some much-needed relief could soon be coming to you and your family. We're tracking new stimulus developments overnight.
This is News 3 Now this morning.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Chris Stanford.
Thanks for waking up with us this morning. I'm Leah Lynchide. We have some news new overnight. A $600 check could be dropped into your bank account in the next few days. Congress easily passed the $900 billion pandemic relief package. President Trump is expected to sign it into law today. The package will allow local businesses to apply for another loan, and it provides those stimulus checks for folks making less than $75,000 a year. Every GOP representative from Wisconsin, along with Republican Senator Ron Johnson, voted against the package. Those 6 had also voted against the CARES Act back in March.
The package doesn't provide any money to states or local governments. Public health officials rely on federal funds to keep testing sites open. Without it, those sites are at risk. That's why Governor Evers is hoping Republican lawmakers will take action on 2 bills that he sent them yesterday. One features provisions to help cover those testing and contact tracing costs. The other bill would require the Department of Workforce Development to come up with a new plan to deal with its backlog and expand hours at the unemployment call center. The Republican legislature had already decided not to meet until the new year. They haven't passed COVID legislation since April. One of Governor Evers' bills also includes a provision asking the DHS to put a hold on evictions at the state level. Assembly Speaker Robin Vos, who is also a landlord, says he wouldn't be in favor of passing something that tells people they don't have to pay their rent. The federal pandemic relief package does extend the eviction moratorium by a month until January 31st. Local shelters, though, say they expect to see a lot more people walk through their doors once that day comes. Porch Light's director anticipates a flood of evictions, but says the community will step up to help when that happens.
We have some breaking news overnight. Within the last few hours, BioNTech CEO says the company is confident its COVID vaccine will work against the new strain of COVID discovered in the UK, though more research is still needed to be completely sure. BioNTech is the company working with Pfizer. Moderna is also testing its vaccine against the strain. Pfizer and BioNTech have been getting data from blood samples of folks who've already been injected with their vaccine. COVID has mutated before, and both companies say their vaccines worked against those variations. The new strain has largely been contained to Europe, but Dr. Fauci says it's likely that it's already in the U.S. He says it's not the most common strain in our country like it is in Britain, but healthcare workers now know how to look for it. The strain in the U.K. is believed to be nearly 2 times as contagious as the one going around the U.S. right now, but it doesn't appear to be any more deadly.
The percentage of new COVID cases in Wisconsin continues to drop. This is the latest data snapshot from DHS and county dashboards. The weekly average of single-day cases is now down to 2,800. 35,000 people do have active cases of the virus this morning. And take a look at this. New data from the federal government looks at the toll the pandemic is taking on hospitals. It includes how many beds are filled with COVID patients. NPR collected the data for Wisconsin and put this visual together. A hospital capacity expert tells NPR that any rate above 10% is concerning. Anything above 20% signals extreme stress. In Dane County, 13% of occupied beds are taken up by COVID patients. In Rock County, it's roughly the same. Jefferson County is the hardest hit in our area, with COVID patients taking up nearly 2 in 5 ICU beds.
2 area school districts say they plan to bring students back to the classroom after the new year. Verona will offer the option to students in all grades. Middleton will offer it for pre-K through 4th graders. The Madison School District, meanwhile, hasn't made any decisions yet, but it is considering having students come back for in-person learning 4 days a week. There would also be an online learning option for families who don't feel comfortable sending their kids back yet. Superintendent Dr. Carlton Jenkins says a final decision will be made by January 8th.
New data shows a significant drop in the number of students enrolled in public schools nationwide. An analysis of data from 33 states obtained by the Associated Press shows 500,000 fewer public K-12 students were enrolled compared to the same time last year. That's a significant shift considering overall enrollment has typically increased in recent years. It's the clearest picture yet of the pandemic's toll on education, which could have some serious consequences for students who may not be getting an education at all. It also could impact school budgets that are based on head counts. COVID cases in children are up 25% from 2 weeks ago. The American Academy of Pediatrics says this is the highest weekly increase since the pandemic started. And it's likely an underestimate since not all states report the same data. It is rare for children to be hospitalized or die of the virus, but they can still get sick, and just how the virus will impact them long term is still unknown.
6:34 now. Let's turn it over to Hattie McLean at home with our first warn weather. Hey, Hattie.
Good morning, Leah. Not a bad start today. We have a pretty quiet day weather-wise compared to what's happening later on in the week. So let's get you up to date this morning. We have temperatures that are very similar to where they were this time yesterday, right around 30 in many spots. We did top at 40 yesterday afternoon. Here's a look at our current conditions. Starting to see a little bit of light in this view from the Edgewater Sky Camera this morning. 27 here in Madison. Skies are mostly clear. No wind chill to report, though, with winds that are 3 miles an hour or less right now. Here's a look at our current temperatures. It is coldest out to the west where skies have been clear the longest. So 22 right now in Platteville, 24 in Boscobel, 23 is the updated temperature in Mineral Point. We're still 27 here in Madison, and Watertown, Juneau, and Janesville still in the low 30s. Here's a look at your weather track, which is satellite and radar combined. Again, showing you the clearing trend that we've been watching all morning. Now that back edge of the clouds working its way through eastern Dane County and moving off towards Milwaukee. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to stick with the sunshine all day today. Our future track forecast model shows you variably cloudy skies. Look for those clouds to likely return for the afternoon, even though temperatures are going to be a little warmer. We'll top right around 38 here in Madison thanks to a southerly wind. It will turn quite breezy tonight into tomorrow. Those southerly winds continue, so our overnight temperatures stay pretty mild across the region. Look for some rain to move in on Wednesday morning. And then this latest forecast update with the models shows you mostly rain here for southern Wisconsin with temperatures well into the 40s. As a cold front moves through late in the afternoon or evening, we could see a little bit of light snow, but the bulk of the accumulating snow is going to stay across northern and central Wisconsin. Our snow amounts are likely less than 1/4 of an inch in most spots. Here's the snowfall potential with this next event by Thursday morning. Again, very minimal amounts. Our extended forecast calls for a big cool down, though, behind this system. Arctic air is moving in, and temperatures will top only in the teens for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Nighttime lows will be right around 0, and our wind chills will be sub-0.
Bundle up, Santa. All right, Hattie, thank you very much. 6:37 now. Adversity is nothing new for Monroe Street small business owners who are finally starting to recover 2 years after a multi-million-dollar road construction project. But what's made this ongoing pandemic so challenging is that store owners never saw it coming. Anne-Marie Maitre, the owner of Bloom Bake Shop, says she was able to plan for less foot traffic and limited parking during 2018's construction, but constant changes during this pandemic have made planning nearly impossible. 9 months in, Anne-Marie says she's most thankful that customers haven't forgotten about her shop.
When we see them continuing to come and continuing to order from us, I have great hope that we are still providing a service and quality desserts that people crave.
Anne-Marie says some of the changes she's made to the way Bloom does business will be here to stay post-pandemic. For example, she says offering mobile ordering has been a positive, necessary step into the future for her small business. Now, we are continuing to spotlight restaurants you can help support this holiday season, like Bloom. Here's another one, Harvest. It's up on the Capitol Square. They're open right now for dine-in, takeout, and delivery. Their number is right there on your screen. Would be a great takeout option for tonight. You can find their information along with a list of other restaurants to check out over on channel3000.com.
With just 2 days left in its Red Kettle campaign, the Salvation Army of Dane County is making one last push to raise money.
Whatever you can give will make a difference in the lives of the people we serve.
Salvation Army says donations are down this year, which they expected. But as you're picking up those last-minute holiday groceries or gifts, the Salvation Army's Director of Operations asked that you consider the men and women who are struggling. The Salvation Army shelter is currently housing double the number of single women in its shelter and triple the number of families.
The need doesn't go away. The need's stronger than ever. It's cold this morning. So, imagine, you're homeless or that you have nowhere else to go. We don't turn anyone away on cold weather nights.
And if you donate today, your dollar will make an even bigger difference. An anonymous donor heard that the Salvation Army was going to be short, so he offered a $15,000 matching donation for today only. You can give money in person at Red Kettle by dropping in a few bucks. You could scan the QR code, or you could mail in a check. The Red Kettle campaign runs through Christmas Eve.
New this morning, the YWCA in Rock County getting $1 million donation thanks to a pretty famous philanthropist. Our partners at the Janesville Gazette report, Mackenzie Scott is the person behind the donation. Recognize that name? She is Jeff Bezos' ex-wife. Scott said she's given more than $4 billion to nearly 400 organizations across the country. This is part of a giving pledge she announced last year. The YWCA is still deciding how it's going to spend that money. And a local teen with cancer is using his Make-A-Wish request to do something good. Lucas Nelson is from Marshall. He was diagnosed with B-cell leukemia 2 years ago when he was just 13. The Make-A-Wish Foundation offered Grant a wish because of his diagnosis, and he didn't know what he wanted to ask for at first. But eventually, Lucas decided he wanted to use his wish to help others.
I didn't really want to go anywhere or do anything, so I just decided that I would rather help people instead. But it took me like a year and a half to finally decide what I was going to do.
Quite a thoughtful young man. Make-A-Wish connected him with an organization that raises money by selling clothes. Lucas and his dad decided to print T-shirts with the word survivor on them in 6 languages. We have a link if you'd like to get one. That's up right now on channel3000.com.
Way to go, Lucas. Coming up, this isn't your average game of chess. The reason these guys are playing chess in the ice.
And ahead later in the morning sprint, we'll talk about whether the packages you already shipped off for the holidays are going to make it in time for Christmas.
The OBGYN team at Associated Physicians wants you to know that we are here to focus on you. Call us for an appointment today at 233-9746.
What happens when you combine a girl's best friend with her favorite aphrodisiac? VIAN chocolate diamonds. So exquisite you can almost taste it. Only VIAN creates jewelry with chocolate diamonds. Uniquely set in strawberry gold, these rare diamonds are melting hearts the world over. Just remember to indulge responsibly.
Available now at Diamond Select, downtown Stoughton.
Oh my
Mom, I'm finished.
We pray each day. May you come home and be okay. For now, we wait for you to come home.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Hey, it's me, your dry skin. I'm craving something we're missing. The ceramides in CeraVe. They help restore my natural barrier so I can lock in moisture. We've got to have each other's backs.
CeraVe, now the #1 dermatologist recommended skincare brand.
Do you have dry, cracked hands from constant washing, cold weather, and hard work? Try O'Keeffe's Working Hands. It's America's #1 selling hand cream for guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked hands. Also available in O'Keeffe's Lip Repair. Guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked lips.
Needed Relief Day Spa and Wellness is a place where you can relax, be pampered, and revitalize your life in a safe and tranquil environment. Our guests' safety and comfort is our top priority. Revitalize yourself at Needed Relief today. and give the gift of wellness to those you love with a Needed Relief gift card, available now online. It's exactly what we all need. Needed Relief Day Spa and Wellness, Madison's world-class wellness spa.
Go to Amazon.com skills to enable Channel 3000 news briefs. Wisconsin weather can be frustrating. Get the latest forecast, alerts, and detailed traffic reports from the News 3 Now team. On air, online, and download the Channel 3000 First Warn app. Be the first to know what's headed our way.
At News 3 Now, we've been asking antenna viewers to rescan TVs in order to receive our boosted broadcast signal. If you're still experiencing problems after rescanning, you may need to install a UHF-VHF combined antenna. For more information, please go to channel3000.com.
Welcome back, 6:45 now. If you've been binge watching The Queen's Gambit on Netflix, you might have taken a new interest in chess. But these two are going to the extreme. Check this out. Two friends in Canada played an unusual game of chess while in the ice-cold water on Oak Lake in Ontario. The two had planned to jump into the lake for a while, but they needed something to distract themselves from the cold for more than 5 minutes. This must have been a dare gone wrong. They figured a quick game of chess would do the trick. In an Instagram post, one of the men says it was 4 below zero. Now, I may be speaking for just myself, but chess is not taking the cold off my mind. Maybe a game of euchre, Chris?
There you go. I don't even know if a game of euchre would do that. I mean, something a lot better than chess or euchre to take my mind off of the freezing cold. I mean, those guys are way braver than I am. Boy.
4 below zero. That was a dare. We're assuming that was a dare, right?
Those Canadians, I tell you.
Hey.
All right, Hattie.
I don't know. Is brave a word you would describe them?
Nuts. They're just nuts.
Yeah. I don't think I would choose brave for that stunt. They are crazy. Reminder, don't go on the ice. It is not going to support you. You don't want to end up like those guys. Wanted to start, though, with a picture that viewer sent in last night. This is of the conjunction. It's the view from Phoenix. Julie sent this in. Her daughter took the picture. Skies were obviously clear, so she got a great shot of that conjunction, Jupiter and Saturn, looking like one planet. Thanks for sending that in, because we certainly did not get a view of that here in southern Wisconsin. Our skies were cloudy. Now this morning, skies are actually clearing, so that clearing trend just about 12 hours too late for us. We do have clear skies across most of the area early today. Temperatures have been dropping into the 20s as well. 23 in Mineral Point in the Dells, 26 in Monroe, 27 here in Madison. Our winds are from the southwest right now. They're pretty light. There are a few spots that are recording wind chills this morning in the teens. Day planner temperatures, though, take us to highs in the upper 30s this afternoon with variably cloudy skies. So not a bad day today. Enjoy the mild temps. It is going to change as we head towards the end of the week.
Yeah, while they last, just another day or so before the bottom drops out, Addie. Thanks. 6:46, stick around. The morning sprint is coming up after the break.
But first, if you have a little kid turning 3 soon, hey, we want to celebrate with you. Let us know so we can share their picture on TV. Thanks for watching News 3 Now this morning.
Look Who's 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
It's the holiday sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, get a $300 Furniture Row gift certificate with select Tempur-Pedic mattress sets. Or check out the Summit Clean, only $189.99, plus 5 years no interest and free shipping. The holiday sale, on now at Denver Mattress.
We're going to find the perfect treat.
We're going skating. We're going to Nana's.
Wherever you go this holiday, Chevy can help you get there.
Which is why we're making our Chevy employee discount available to everyone.
The Chevy price you pay is what we pay.
Not a cent more. So wherever you go, happy holidays from Chevy.
Use the Chevy employee discount for everyone to get over $5,200 below MSRP on this Traverse. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
At Fearing's Audio Video Security, we know your family's safety is your top priority. We are a Wisconsin-based home security provider with over 23 years of experience. Beyond offering superior home security, we have the opportunity for you to make a difference in the world. Fearing's will donate 10% of your monthly monitoring to Schools for Haiti, so you secure your home and help educate, feed, and clothe children in the poorest nation in the Western Hemisphere. Learn more at fearings.com.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me.
I solemnly swear that I will support the veterans of the
United States Armed Forces.
I will defend the Constitution
against all enemies. That I will commit
to ensuring they are
not forgotten.
And I will enable veterans to live the same life of opportunity
they have provided me. So help me God.
You were always the responsible one, so much like me, always taking care of everyone else. But this wasn't your responsibility. I already took care of the arrangements. The Ryans made it so easy. I didn't want you to worry about a thing. It's my last gift to you, my lovely daughter.
When you protect what's important to you from COVID-19, you help protect everyone in Wisconsin. Learn how you can stop the spread at dhs.wisconsin.gov/COVID-19.
It's the holiday sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, get a $300 Furniture Row gift certificate with select Tempur-Pedic mattress sets. Or check out the Summit Clean, only $189.99, plus 5 years no interest and free shipping. The holiday sale, on now at Denver Mattress.
ET, weeknights at 6:30 on News 3 Now.
Welcome back at 6:50, time for the morning sprint.
A $600 check could be dropped in your bank account in the next few days. Congress has easily passed a $900 billion pandemic relief package. President Trump is expected to sign it into law. The package will allow local businesses to apply for another loan. It also provides those stimulus checks for folks making less than $75,000 a year. All Wisconsin GOP representatives and Republican Senator Ron Johnson voted against the package. The 6 also voted against the CARES Act back in March. President-elect Joe Biden commenting on the news. He says he applauds the relief package, but that the work is far from over. He wants Congress to immediately work on supporting his COVID plan in the new year.
The federal stimulus package doesn't provide any money to states or local governments. Wisconsin uses that money to keep community testing sites up and running. Without it, your area test site could be at risk. Governor Evers is hoping Republican lawmakers will take action on 2 bills he sent over yesterday. One of them addresses that issue. The Republican legislature had already decided not to meet until after the new year. They haven't passed any COVID legislation since April.
Breaking overnight within the last few hours, BioNTech's CEO says the company is confident its COVID vaccine works against a new strain of COVID discovered in the UK, but more research is needed to be completely sure. BioNTech is the company working with Pfizer. Moderna is also testing its vaccine against the new strain. COVID has mutated before, and both companies say their vaccines worked against those variations. The new strain has largely been contained to Europe, but Dr. Anthony Fauci says it's likely that it's already here in the U.S. The strain in the UK is believed to be nearly 2 times as contagious as the one going around the U.S. Dr. Fauci says the new strain doesn't seem to have any impact on the deadliness of the virus.
Wisconsin will get 16,000 doses of Moderna's vaccine this week. Governor Evers says the state will get 100,000 doses in the next few weeks. Moderna's vaccine doesn't require ultra-cold freezers, which makes it more accessible to our rural communities. It's also the vaccine that will go to your loved ones living in assisted living facilities. Those vaccinations will start on Monday. 2 area school districts say they plan to bring students back into the classroom after the new year. Verona will offer the option to students in all grades. The Middleton Cross Plains School District will allow it for pre-K through 4th graders.
COVID cases in children are up 25% from 2 weeks ago. The American Academy of Pediatrics says this is the highest weekly increase since the pandemic started. It's likely an underestimate as well, since not all states report the same data. It's rare for children to be hospitalized or die of the virus, but they can still get sick, spread it to others, and it's unsure how the virus will impact them long term.
The former Badger accused of killing 2 women in Janesville is due for his initial appearance in court today. Marcus Randall L. is being held on a $2.2 million bond. He's charged with 2 counts of first-degree intentional homicide in relation to the murders of Brittany McAdory and Sierra Winchester.
The Madison Police Department says we'll likely hear more from Dr. Sean Barnes after the new year. Dr. Barnes told News 3 he has accepted the police chief job. He says right now he's trying to tie things up at his current job in Chicago. MPD offered him the job last week. The Chicago police officers responsible for a botched raid are on desk duty this morning. Our affiliates in Chicago obtained police body camera video that revealed what happened to Anjanette Young, an innocent woman. Officers followed a bad tip and wrongly entered her home with guns drawn and handcuffed her naked. Police only turned over the video after Young sued the department. The case has been under investigation since the raid happened in February of 2019. A statue of a civil rights icon will replace one of Confederate General Robert E. Lee in the U.S. Capitol building. His statue was removed yesterday. It had been one of the 13 in the crypt of the building, representing the 13 original colonies. It had been there for over a century. Virginia plans to replace the statue of Lee with one of civil rights icon Barbara Johns. Historians credit her with helping launch the desegregation movement in the U.S.
Attorney General William Barr is stepping down tomorrow. Before he leaves the Trump administration, he's saying he sees no reason to appoint a special counsel to look into this year's presidential election. Barr has found no evidence of widespread fraud that would have changed the results anywhere in the U.S. He also says there's no point in investigating President-elect Biden's son, Hunter. Your Christmas presents could arrive late because of Postal Service delays. Not only are more people ordering online, but nearly 20,000 employees are out sick because of the pandemic. Some employees have been working 80-hour weeks to try to get your packages out on time, but it's still not enough. Cost-cutting measures that impacted election mail now also impacting holiday shipping, causing packages to stack up in some facilities.
New reaction from a former Packer to the loss of Kevin Green. Green was a linebackers coach on the 2011 Super Bowl team. Clay Matthews says Green's passing is heartbreaking. He credits Green with much of his success and says that Green was the person who taught him how to be a professional in all aspects of life. Green's family says he died yesterday at the age of 58. Check your freezer. 46 tons of these Lean Cuisine meals are being recalled. The baked chicken meals could have plastic in them. The Ag Department's Food and Safety Inspection Service says the plastic could be from broken bits of a conveyor belt. The meals were made and packaged on September 2nd of this year. They have an October expiration date.
And it looks like temperatures starting in the 20s this morning for most of southern Wisconsin. Skies have cleared early today. Take a look at your wind chills and your forecast as you head out the door. Wind chills are in the teens in a few spots, but heading out the door, it's going to be relatively mild today with highs topping at 38 degrees. Some sunshine is possible today. That extended forecast does bring some rain and possibly a few snowflakes into the area later on Wednesday. Thursday and Friday look dry, but very cold with highs only in the teens. Nighttime lows near 0.
Thank you very much, Hattie. Have a great day, folks. We'll see you back here tomorrow. 3 days till Christmas.